Andy Cooper from RMS Motoring, and today I'm having a look at the Morgan Plus 4, which is something totally out of my normal wheelhouse, and what an incredible looking thing it is. So I'm over visiting the Morgan factory, so I'm just taking a quick run out. I'll bring you with me and I'll show you around the car. Look at this smile. This tells you all you need to know about what I think of the Morgan. I'm doing 44 miles an hour out in the country roads in and around Malvern, and I have the top down, wind in my hair, and just chilling and just enjoying every minute. But let's try and quantify those feelings. These cars are bonded aluminium chassis, kind of like a Lotus. But yes, there is some wood, because I know you're thinking, well, is there not wood in these cars? Yes, there is. But that's the wooden frame, and then the body panels are then put on top of that. And then in the case of this, in the Speed 6, this one has the 4-cylinder BMW B48 unit that you would get in an 128 Ti 1 Series, and then the 6-cylinder car has the B58 from the M140, M240i, that sort of thing. So you have something that is very lightweight. This weighs about a ton, potent. So that B48 produces 255 horsepower and about 260 pounds-feet of torque. 6-speed manual, rear-wheel drive. It steers absolutely fantastically. It goes really well too. We have these sorts of we get into the national speed limit here. Yeah, goes really well. Of course, you've no driver aids. You have ABS, but you don't have traction control and that sort of stuff. It's just you and the car. It's quite long geared, which I was quite surprised at. I wasn't expecting it to be so long geared, and I suppose it lends itself to GT car style driving. Now, seating position. I think it's sitting quite high. I'm getting the wind is taking the hair off me here. I'm actually glad it's quite high sometimes, especially for manoeuvrability, because it has a really long nose. It's lovely just to look down those vents. They just catch the edge of your eye as you look down the bonnet, and the bonnet splits in the middle to obviously give you access to the engine bay, and then you just see the mouldings for the headlamp pods and for the wheel arches, and it's just so theatrical. It's just lovely to look at, same as looking at this beautiful bespoke dash. Out on the open road, it's fabulous, and it flows really well with the road. In and about town, it's a wee bit different. I find the gearbox a bit bulky, and the clutch is quite heavy. It's quite a tight pedal box, and there's just a wee bit of a dead spot in the brake pedal, but you learn to live with that. It's not like a Caterham experience at all. It's something very different and more relaxed, and you could understand why someone has this as a weekend car, but you would do miles in it. Morgan only make 800 and 900 cars a year based on the Plus 4 and Plus 6 on this new platform, and that makes it very special, something very different. A car I don't really see on roads at home, but I tell you what, as a day out, if you were even considering one, get yourself over to the factory in Malvern, do a tour, hire out one of these, see what you think. Because if you're in the market for something different, a weekend car that you want to use to do a bit of mileage and has sort of GT aspirations, but something totally different, and what a piece of art. Even just to park in your garage and look at it, it is something that you would just almost trip over yourself looking back at it. So what are you going to have to give to be in one of the 800 a year club? Well, The Plus 4 starts just over £60,000, and then you have a whole smorgasbord of options to make your car as bespoke into your liking as you want. So colours of everything, the finishes of your dashboard, but also you get a photo book when you buy one of these, and it gives you the whole history of the car and as it was built, going through the production process. Something very special about that. So then the Plus 6, I'll touch on that because the Plus 4 is the 4-cylinder car. The Plus 6 is a bit more of a monster. It is running the B58 from the M140i, 335 horsepower, 360 pound-feet of torque, and only 75 kilos more than this, so 107.5 kilos, so a quick car, and it's in the 80 to 85k range. Certainly it gets noticed. The amount of turning heads and waves and stuff like that I've had on the road, it's nice to see. And I'm not the only organic thing in this car, which is a bit of a weird thing to get my head around, that there's wood in here. It just makes it feel more organic. It certainly feels very authentic. You get out and look at the lovely countryside and the winding road in front of you, and you have all that performance. Rides really well. I don't know if this is a thing because it's being developed in the UK. It rides so well on our roads. It's just perfectly judged. It's not too harsh. I've been on A and B roads all day in this car, and it's just a dream to drive up to 78 tenths, which I think is what it's designed for.